I've spent time at this table with some people in your roles who say Seth Jones will win a Norris. We're not sure when, but it's not an if. It will happen. Johnny, you're not as high on Seth Jones as some others.
Sure.
Why?
Well, he's an excellent player. Is he the top 3 defenseman in the league right now? No, he's not. But he's so fascinating because he's right in the meat of his career. You're going to get excellent years out of him wherever he gets traded. He wants to get traded, so he's going to get traded. So wherever he gets traded, I think there's going to be an extension as part of that deal because otherwise Columbus won't extract value back. You're not going to trade as much for a 1-year rental and then have him walk as a UFA as you would for a guy who just signed up for 7 more years with your franchise. He's right shot, plays big minutes. He's a very nice skater. I like what he does with the puck. I think, though, his ability to defend is maybe not quite at the super elite level. He's a first-pairing defenseman. Yeah. He's a number one defenseman. That's a top 32 defenseman in the league. He's that. Is he a top 3 or 4 or 5? I'm not sure he's there just yet. But point is,
I think he's top 16 in a 32 league.
Every team needs him.
Yes.
Every team wants him. He makes every team better. So there will be no shortage of teams trying to pry him out of Columbus. But it will come down to, Reader, where is he willing to sign an extension?
Absolutely.
Because if you're not willing to sign an extension, then I can't give up 2, 3, 4 pieces, draft picks, and young players, because that's what it's going to take for Columbus to make that deal. Because don't you think that's what they need? They need draft picks and young players that will be with their team for 5 years or more.
Oh, and they need it now because guess what? Other teams are going up. Other teams are moving up the ladder. The Ottawas. You look at the East. You look at the New York Rangers, and that's where my look at teams. Who's dropping down? Who's moving up? Well, Columbus is dropping down. Well, Seth Jones are dropping farther, so they better get a boatload for Seth Jones to make sure that they continue moving up. And following in that that line of thinking with Seth Jones as one of the top defensemen in the league, you know what? It's not because Seth Jones is not Norris Trophy worthy. There are other players. Cale Makar. He talks about Quinn Hughes.
He's amazing.
Adam Fox.
That's right.
Like they are finalists for the award, and they're new in the league. They're a couple years in the league, so it's not that Seth Jones' his trajectory has still got a long way to go, and he's one of the best in the league. And there's he's a top defenseman, I'd say, on probably number 1 on 10 teams in the league. Like he's up there, 10 to 15 teams. Half the teams would say yes. But other players are also moving up, and it's kind of like making the playoffs. Well, if you make the playoffs, someone's coming out. Who's that guy coming out? So for Jones, who's dropping on the good list, and who's passing you? So I mean, he's still don't get me wrong, a phenomenal defenseman. He's a right shot. Every team would love to have him. He's got 10 years. He's got at least 10 years left. At 26.
You're gonna give him 7 or 8 years at how much? 8?
I would say.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to give him that much? You would give him that much?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's flat this year or next year, but it's the percentage. His percentage of the cap in 5 years is not going to be what it is today. And at $8 million, I would absolutely.
Okay.
I'll bet he might be looking for more.
He's
why would looking for more? But I would be. I'd give him 8. Could be a bargain.
See, I don't know whether to get the railroads, going back to Monopoly. Johnny's smarter. He's just smarter. He did say plays big minutes. Remember Seth Jones in that one playoff game? He played 65 minutes. Amazing.
Can't do that if he can't skate. That's his foundational piece.
Very good point, and that's one of his strengths.